What's the mighty good word, party folk? I'm your mile high priest. I'm up here about a mile high on Jupiter's day. It's Thursday, January 17th, 16th. Yeah. You know the thing about having the gift of foresight and the synergistic hindsight to bring me into today. Thank you for being here. I honor you, your presence. Thank you for your time, your attention, your dutiful, bountiful, calmly, handsomely, beautifully onward path. I am your divine mercurial guide with your messages from divinity. So yeah, I'm happy to have you here. Ever so grateful for our energetic exchange. My name's Armando. You can call me Thursday Adams today, and we just don't give an F. It's kind of like, you know, the emblem on the Mexican flag, the eagle and the snake. It's like you've caught the bad snakes, right? Grab them by the neck, grab the drunk snakes by the neck. Do you all feel sometimes like you're very solitary, you're very hermit, you're like your own, you are your own coven, and then here come these silly like wannabes. I don't know. Why don't you go pay your taxes? Thank you for being here once again. Divinity implies that the planets are in action, in vibratory, in spiritual, in physiological, and three-dimensional action, okay? That's what it means to be connected to the divine, is to process messages from the divinity, okay? What is the divinity? It means something for everyone. For some folks, it means like having multiple partners. For some folks, it means running the spiritual church and determining everyone's brand. For others, it's supposing that because you're a local, like you have like a judicial power. And then on the other hand, it's for like newcomers, you know, the ones without lasting power, but that are still in that struggle. There are a lot of symbols of loss of power because Pluto exited Capricorn. It is now tending to authority. So those that have been in authority or in a authoritative role, those who have assumed, whether rightfully or through false pretense and guise and disguise, through deceit, through drunken foolery, revelry, through, you know, immature envy, things like that. Once again, it's that sort of thing. It's like, what were you doing all along? Especially if you are considered a leader or an authoritative individual in your community, and your community can be your class of 10 people or the community event down the hill or whatever. So it's reached a dead end though. Here's my premeditation. We do have the vessel wherein Pluto lies. And so Pluto is determining more so like how much you developed and how much you worked on those authoritative aspects of yourself. And they could show up as a form of emotional control, financial power, and what's the other one? We always forget the third one. Oh my gosh. Definitely how all that presents itself in the freedom, the liberated scape. But let me figure out the leadership. I guess that's it, right? Like how you show up as the leader, like the display of power. So the display of it, the financial backing, and then the emotional and really like the control that is exerted and how it is exerted, right? That all of those trickle into each other. Some of them are a little bit more defined or hardened. Some of us have a little bit more work to do in certain aspects. Some of us have a lot of work to do. Some of us want to take others' work, supposing that you can assume. And while that was sort of a maintenance, like to assert yourself in someone else's like box, really, like everyone's kind of being kicked out of boxes where they don't belong. And so it's like, return to your box. Your box could be the cell, right? Like the it could be your fears, it could be your fearlessness, it could be your propensity or dedication to interpreting divinity and following and abiding by natural laws of love and nature. Otherwise, what do you suppose, I guess, is my question. So yeah, I get a lot of like, well, this is the most basic, like, pop cultural example. Like, will you join my cult, my coven? It does feel like, okay, yeah, you're running a cult. Just consider like those that it could be more so that you are now tending to the vibration because it is upcoming. Like you're likely asserting yourself as a intuitive vibrational reader where your power was seeped out of you and siphoned, right, with the nectar. It's like there's a stop to it, and they can no longer get to you. It's this Virgo and kind of hermit. So you may have been really misled, showered with like funding, but in all that trickle around, there has to be a what do you call it? Like a tally, a very like confirm. Once again, collective, hit like, hit share. This could be internal. This could be mental. This could be worldly. Where maybe soon you suspect and you expect and you ready for it, right? So clear the space. We are coming to the new moon anyway, and we are coming to the last quarter moon in Virgo, which is like the gift of sight to pierce through the veil and determine those that hinder your progress, your onward movement, your direct path, those that hinder unknowingly, unconsciously. It could be a leader, it could be the spiritual leader at the spiritual junction, or it could be the church leader down the way. It could be the dude that sits on Capitol Hill. It could be the lawyer that hasn't passed the bar test. It could be the real estate agent that doesn't know like how to appropriately calculate things. And I don't really give a F about these sorts of things. Like, it's almost like, why don't you work on that if that's what you want, right? Instead of taking it. And so again, collective, this is maybe your frustration, like where you finally put your foot down and turn to what you have been working on, right? Once again, we have the sustainer. I didn't even notice that because I left the box there. But you also must really just come to understand the vibration of the nectar and how to move out of that black and white. You're not any like different than someone who, for lack of better medical phrasing, right? Like someone who leans into those on the side of that spectrum that determines a mental disorderly conduct, right? When you're in that black and white thinking, you're not any different than those that lean far into that side of the spectrum. You're not any different. So break out of that, break out of the linear, they're good, I'm bad, they're good, I'm good, they're bad. It's like, that doesn't match. It doesn't. They reflect to you where all eyes lie on you, and it's not their eyes, not their false veiled, like lust-filled, power consumed veils. It is God that works through them, okay, despite their misunderstanding of the demons that lie within their heart center that take over their display of power, okay, that take over their desire to take it from others. So, you know, don't let anyone tell you you're small, even if you're small. Just bop a bee on the head. New life, new life, new life. Where is my, I don't know where my angels, oh, there it is. I did want to read this, fraud and misrepresentation, right? It's just like kind of a global thing. Also, yeah, we speak on the global thing. So like if it's local, that's you. If it's local, it's loco, and it's you, honey boo. If it's your local vicinity that you're worried about, that's on you, boo. Right? Breaking the circle, okay. Aniel powers, God, Lord of all virtues. Psalm 80:20. Turn us again, O Lord God of hosts. Cause thy face to shine, and we shall be saved. Wow. Guardian of those born between September 16th and September 20, okay? Shadow aspect of Virgo. Y'all are going to be like, the eyes are on you, okay? So it's a good time to sit the booty down and check thyself, right? Lord of all virtues, rules over the sciences and arts. That way, through your talent, okay? Through your talent, you can distinguish, okay, yourself from those that refuse to do the work. You know, and I will work alongside you. I will work with you, but I cannot work with those that work with spirits that I don't align with. So a lot of my path has been in determining how to assert power in that landscape in that which your demons lie, okay? So your demons include your like overconsumption of especially substances like alcohol. And so it doesn't matter how much you like me or like how nice or kind I am. Like that's part of my work, is to really determine those that are not ready. And if you're not ready, there's no reason for you to come to someone like me. You can go to other folks that work with those alcohol spirits, those like lusty, like, yeah. Yeah, what's good, eh? Number 37, so the number 10, the numbers 3 and 7, right? I want to grab one of these sacred wild mystic oracles, okay? Thank you all for being here. I know the energy's wild, right? It's wild out there. It's cute in here. You know, we checked the demons out. We gave them the holiday off. It's gonna be a quite a showdown here. Wow, we have disguise and grow. We had grow for the Pisces message, and we have disguise as the pre-shuffle meditation that I was just doing. It's Gemini. And grow is fire, right? The salamander is Sagittarius. So maybe you have nodes there. Maybe you are a Gemini, or you do have fire aspects, right? Sagittarius and Leo. And thank you so much. So just because you are like a Leo or a Taurus or a Scorpio or an Aquarius, you understand, like you especially would know if you've been operating in the like figuring it out by supposing that you can befriend and like unknowingly, unconsciously, like effort your dark and shadow, like literally just like dump it on people that are like, hey, I'm spiritual. Like you, now we're at that point where it's like that is the marker for the takers, right? The abusers and the users. Some of them wanted to use you. Some of them wanted to, you know what? It's called wisdom. And that should be your reveal that determines whether someone is carefully in their wise, right? Didn't we say that? Like those that are wise from the non-wise, right? So be confident no matter, even if you don't have a voice like mine that's loud. And it gets loud because I have to like exorcise demons from yoga teachers and bad business witches and the spiritual, leader down the way. I'm just little. They're worried about what I'm wearing and who I'm seeing, right? Y'all be chilly. Yeah, you can see clearly the tricks now. This is the energy they want. You're gonna feel the piercing. It's like very direct, okay, and it's very much mirror. It's like, oh my gosh, holy moly! Yes, look, divinity. This is it right here, folks. Divinity. So yes, please pay attention to the moon. What did I say? What was I gonna say about the moon? Especially if you do vibe with the Fae, right? Like you are, I do vibe with a lot of folks that are in the Fae realm and are priestesses and priests in the Fae realm, high priests, high priestesses that perform Fae magic and work with the Fae. If you're not like necessarily aligned with the moon, then I want to urge you and suggest that this Piscean nodal north node moon, all the moons across the next 2 or so, like 2.5 years or whatever, will have this regenerative and purifying, so that you are not just a conduit, you're a transmitter. Remember, we said that in the Pisces message. So even if you're not a Pisces, but you're vibing with the divine interpreter role, regardless of like the language of divinity that you speak, whether it's like light language or whether you're channeling angelic vibrations, whether you work with Oshun or the the voodoo gods and the, you know, the saints. Yeah, the saints are easy to wrangle. For me, remember, we work with the global energy, and anyone who is able to access Akashic records via the Akashic Library, via access to Akashic Library, via understanding what a Akashic librarian would do in such a place, okay? Sure, you can suppose that because someone hasn't necessarily tended to your misuse of power, it doesn't mean that they're not divinely connected to interpret divinity so that they're able to transmute and dissolve even misuse of magic. So no matter what the lineage is, this is your innate power, okay? So now the tables turn, and now I want to reassert you of that divine essence and nectar, and now flip the table. Honor the year of the snake, honor the year of the numerology number 9, okay? You can suppose that your wardrobe may consist of black and white, and you are to fully, in your wisdom and your knowledge, understand what it is to be of the light and vibrant, loving, heart-centered, love, harmony, love, harmonious, okay? And yeah, I was even speaking on like there's the good one and the bad one. There's the good Pisces and the bad Pisces. There's the bad Aries and the good Aries. It's that sort of thing. It's like you can't rely on like a mask like that to be taken by a self-imposed manipulation tactic. This is the gang stalking. This is the I didn't see through what the performative action was. The acting could have, it was not that good, but you know, we're gonna work with that energy. We're gonna play the game. So collective, play well, play good, be kind, right? In divinity. That's your comfort zone, okay? So we'll see chaos. We have been asserted in that demonstration. That is just the transitional period. It's just like, hey, we gotta continue to remove ourselves and continue to move onward on our path, away from chaos. And maybe it's understanding that your light reaches, your landscape reaches even into those dark spaces. And so that's where the wisdom is gained. And remember, now it leads me to where it was a display of power or emotional control, and now it's like that financial power. Now that also is returned, right? Likely to assert power. If you have been that wise, if you've been that wise light worker, right? If you were the heart-centered leader, okay? No matter what, no matter if you were leading your child, if you're a mom, if you're a dad, if you're a parent, or how did you exert emotional control? How did you wield your leadership qualities? How did you perform as a leader? Okay. Likely not best to linger and ruminate. It's better to associate yourself with, once again, that's what we call the goods. That's what we call the okay, I see now. Not who, but I see how, and how I let it happen, right? And so then it becomes like, okay, well, that, yeah, like, sure, that person's all the way at the top. Like, they should have never, like, reacted or acted that way. And then I acted or reacted this way, etc., etc. Come back, hindsight, come back now, present, and then use the foresight, power of foresight. We're all here. We're all claiming divinity. We're all claiming this al natural, like supernatural. Like, it's supernatural. For me, it is very natural to understand that wisdom is a function to distinguish between BS and, like, it doesn't matter if you're below or above in the 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional linear landscape. Now Pluto enters Aquarius and really follows you along your path of authoritativeship, right? So no one's off the hook just yet. Unless you are. Unless you are. I've never, like, known so many, like, real estate people than ever before in, like, in Colorado, in Denver. Everyone's a real estate agent. Like, wait, what? Do they hand those things out, or like I didn't go through that entrance, right? Like, I didn't enter Denver through the, like, get your real estate license if you enter this. Whoa, okay. Time for a checkup. You know, we did resolve a lot of laws this year, so, you know, it must be fascinating to be alive, kicking in well in your home in 2025 up in Denver, Colorado. What it do, boo? What it do? I mean, can we even get away from the message of divinity? It's like, why do I sit up here and, like, blabber, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's like the star of divinity shows up. And it's exposing this, like, then why did I talk about, like, people that drink and then, like, come and watch my channel and they're like, I want Armando's help, I want the Mile High Priest help, but I'm gonna drink and then do all this, like, unconscious, like, envy and, like, weird psychic attacks and, like, weird people that you know in Denver, like. You've been determined. You've been determined that your authority is well beneath me, okay, in so many ways, honey boo. So, collective, that's how I want you to, like, that's the energy, right? That's the nectar. How fascinating that we have the creature of joy, right? The shamanic. I've traveled the world. Okay, so you call yourself this type of priestess. Okay, well, I've traveled the world, the 7 divine seas. Okay, I know the nectar and I know your space. I know your disguise. Okay, to take, to consume, to consume, to consume, to have and to have and to have, even though you have had, though you don't understand why you don't have it anymore. Okay. Oh my gosh, thank you to all the new subscribers. Sometimes I go off on these, like, tangents. It's just to kind of, like, eradicate the parasites and, like, welcome all the new welcome all the new magicians. Okay. Welcome the priestesses and priests of the divinity. What is y'all dealing with besides these sirens? Oh yeah, look, the tear. Okay, yeah, the heart. Wow, the heart. How cool is that? Yes, here we are. Be rest assured that you are going into the heart center, okay? So I didn't mean to tell you 9 of Pentacles. I didn't mean to tell you, like, question how others assume their authority, but, like, that's what Pluto's doing. So have fun, play, right? Also rest. I need a lot of rest. Yeah, set 5 of Swords. Knight of Cups. Yeah, okay. So it's feeling the defeat. The Knight of Cups, it's like that's how the devil presents itself. It's in taking, right? And like the Five of Swords could be considered like someone that wins over the truth, right? Like takes over the truth and the honest, authentic, rightful, morally upstanding, virtuous, and like unconditionally loving person is taken advantage of and cannot fight for their peace back. Okay, well, now I think they did it sloppily. Okay, so whatever experience, it's like it was done sloppily because it was done under the influence, whether by lower vibrational, lower underworld forces like the devil, right? Or those that misuse certain divine properties, magical properties, right? Whether you call yourself a like the most voodoo priestess, the most voodoo priest, like if you suppose that you have power over just anyone, right? Like where do they grow these people, right? Anyway, the Knight of Cups is like, where do they grow these people? Like I'm just kind of like watching these drunk people. Like, gotcha. Okay. So like no more because we have the world. How much do I love this deck? I was going to say, is it honest if I say that we are alumni? The creator of this deck and I are from the same university, although I don't want to give you too much. I think they went to undergrad and I went to grad, but that means we're alumni, right? Is in my claim to fame. Card 21. Okay. So come back to you. Live in your playful, peaceful heart center. Okay. Tear away. You're seeing the tear as soon as the new moon pops up in Aquarius right? What's with the approaching last quarter moon in Virgo? It's really fun around here, y'all. I know I go deep, and yeah, be forewarned. Even I get triggered. Even I want to press stop. Yeah. Venus in Scorpio, Mars in Capricorn. Moving out of the stuck energy by determining what's not real, what's fake, what's drunk, what are the false snakes, and what are the like the dyed roses, right? No dyed roses. Oh my. That's what it is, right? The Ace of Swords just keeps coming up. We do have the High Priestess, or Virgo Pisces energy. That's just the nodes. It's going to pierce through a lot of this like nonsense. Like a lot of you have creative power and plans to flow that out, and it's like it's almost like you're waiting for it to come in, but it's that you've been sort of told like that wait is part of it, and so now instead of circulating and regurgitating, like don't overfill your cup. Lie down or sit down. Release all of that energy into the ground. Once again, these grounding exercises are especially good in this timing right now as we turn over into the new moon in Aquarius, right? The lunar new year, and then the year of the snake begins. Okay, there's a lot of divinity at play here. We have the, not the counterpart, but like the worldly experience of the High Priestess. As long as it is a clearly defined subconscious and not bringing unconscious to the light, right? That's why the Hermit has to shift. No matter who you are, no matter what's happening, we are all being considered by our use of and efficiency with authority and power and control, because now we shift into now you come into control if you were in line for it, right? And even if you were kept back. Again, it was about not being constantly like generating, and then allowing someone to come in and take that as you're like, I have these goals and these dreams, but these like false spirits, these demonic spirits, these low-level drunk spirits come in. It's almost like all the councils meet, and it's like all the priestesses, all the priests of all the like malpractice and misfire. And like, if you didn't know, you didn't know. But if you were mispracticing and malpracticing and misfiring and mishandling your spiritual practice and your medical practice and your real estate practice and your divorce practice and your how you go about framing others, or how you go about supposing that you can put your negative juju, illegal activity and frame another. Like, okay, we're gonna see. Which we gonna see about that, right? We're gonna see. Don't worry, baby. What are we about to see? So we have Venus in Aries, which is fast approaching, likely in like a week and a half to 2 weeks. Coinciding with this, the nodes shifting, right? South node into Virgo, and the Hermit also being the like connection, the thread to the Piscean channel. And so this is, where do you want to stay? And I hear that a lot, like, you can stay, or you can go that way, or you can go this way, sort of thing. Like, there's always that like more intuitively led, authentic choice. What did I ask? What's hidden? What's coming with the truth? Is that not the truth? So yeah, I would appreciate it if you're in the desert and you're like wanting to know about the Kardashians or Hollywood. It's like, okay, no. It's like, no. We don't care. Okay, you should be like making videos. You should be promoting it, even though you're scared. Like, you should be on the YouTube, and it's your fault that you can't really connect. That was all eyes on you. So now allow all eyes to be on you in a good way, right? Allow the eyes to rest on you, to gaze upon you in a, will it be the gaze as we know it, the drunken, lustful, siphoning, you know, like, let me get what you have, even though I have, you know, all of this. And what you will come to see is that a lot of these folks don't really know what they want. So yeah, if you're drinking a lot, do you really know what you want? You're not going to know what you want if you're drinking a lot, and you're like, again, that was part of my upbringing, and it is my a wound in my lineage and my ancestral lineage, and I am a exorcist, so I remove these demonic parasites that cause chronic wounds and chronic pain, the looping, the cycling, the grudge holding, I have all of this, but let me take theirs because I can't do rightfully what I want to, and I can't move beyond that glitch to see that they're doing exactly what I should be doing But here I am taking. All I do is sit and watch TV all day. It's like, okay, what are you up to? Like you're boozing, you're binging TV, you're binging Hollywood, you're waiting for like the tunnels and those things. It's like, tend to your tend to your lazy demons. Like, if you want more, right? I told you the way to get more is to find where your demons lie, where they rest, shake them out of their rest, wake them up, take them directly to the gate, ask them if they want to come in, okay? And if they want to come in, they have to pay you, and then they can show you along the way how what not to do. Wow, the artist has spoken. Are you the artist of your own matrix? Perhaps you see the tear in the matrix and you're like, oh my God, it was all the hysteria. It was the birds. It was likely all that gambling and all those houses you were buying and all those husbands you were marrying and all those drinks you were drinking and all those times you were driving when you maybe should not. Okay, what's up? You know, this is not going to resonate with most, but I still like to ask for you to hit like, especially if you made it all the way through. If you're here, I know some of you watch it in tidbits. I talk a lot. This channel is so crazy because, like, yeah, there's people who like only watch to like be envious and like wonder about Kim Kardashian. It's like, what are you doing with your money? Your mama wants to know. So does your grandma and your grandpapa, okay? From Texas. Anyway, ciao. Peace, Florida man.